Alright guys, so there's a lot of wind and a lot of background noise, so I do apologize for that. But basically what today's video is, it's kind of just like a vloggy type thing, except for I'm not going to hold my camera like this, because honestly my camera is just too heavy and it really gets annoying after a while. So if you're not into just listening to me talk and you don't really care about what's going on with the cars besides Ill to Trill, then go ahead and click off. But this is basically just me filling in those viewers that want more content and are fine with just like kind of update videos. Today I'm just going to be telling you guys a story about these new rims that I got. So if you are liking my Facebook page, you saw the teaser photo that I uploaded a few days ago where it didn't show the rims, but it just showed how crazy my wheel poke is. And then if you follow me on Instagram, today you saw a little bit more of the wheel. In today's video I'll actually show you guys the full wheel and walk you guys around the car, even though it is super windy right now. But basically these wheels have a really funny story behind them, and it's kind of like fate how I picked them up. As you know, at the beginning of the year I was looking for a new daily driver, which is when I picked up the Scion. And the Scion was the best choice by far, the smartest decision I could have ever made. I was able to carry an engine lift in the back of that. I was able to carry 4 rims with tires and my baby and fiance in that and drive it back from LA on only like $20 of gas. I was able to pick up the SR20 in that. Like, that car is the best like mobile garage thing, and honestly, I think it's one of the best daily drivers for a drifter to have. The only problem is its lack of tow capability. If it could tow a trailer, that would be the most ideal car for a drifter, because it's small, it's easy to drive in like day-to-day traffic, but also it has so much storage and so much room. And when the like hatch lifts up, you could hang a light from it to work on your car. It's the most versatile like garage vehicle ever, and it looks nice. So overall, the Scion was by far the best decision I could have ever made. However, there was other cars that I saw that I was thinking about picking up. There was like a Beamer for sale that needed an O2 sensor, and they're selling it for $900, and it was manual transmission, rear wheel drive. There was a 350Z that somebody was selling with front end damage, like just bodywork damage. They're selling it for like $4,000, or a G35 that was mint condition, they're selling it for $5,500. Those are all cars I was looking at. And then there was this one. It was a 300ZX, like the 90s, the one that comes twin turbo. This one was not twin turbo, however, but it did have a wide body kit on it, and it was slammed to the ground, and it had these humongous deep dish rims on it. Well, like 15 inches, but they had a huge lip on them. And I loved it. I loved the rims. I hated the car. The car was super riced out. It was garbage. The guy was a Marine. He was selling it for $2,500 just to get rid of it. He said it needed like, I don't know what he needed. It needed something very small to get it to pass smog, and then it was good to go. But I already have 2 cars that won't pass smog, so I didn't need a third. But I did want the rims. So I was going to message him and be like, hey, are you willing to sell those rims? Because they have the same bolt pattern as my car, and I really wanted them for the 240. But typically, if somebody's trying to sell a car and you hit them up for the rims, there's one answer you're going to get. No, I'm trying to sell the whole car, not just the rims. And even if I told him, like, hey, you can have my rims to sell the car, this car, since it had a wide body kit, it needed low offset rims to sell the car. Otherwise, it would look ridiculous. So I just didn't even do it. Just, you know what, let it pass, bummer, but oh well. A few nights ago, the night before I picked up the rims, I'm walking out of work. It's 11 o'clock at night. I don't know if you all know what tweakers are. If you grew up in my area, you know what a tweaker is. A tweaker is a really scrawny, sketchy person that does like meth and heroin and like steals and like kid murders and stuff like that. So real just not cool people to hang around. Well, there's one sitting on the hood of this car, and it's the wide body 300Z. And so I was like, I thought it was a Marine selling this car. So I walked up to him and I was like, hey man, are you still selling this car? He goes, no, I just bought it. I just traded a sand rail for it. And I was like, oh. I was like, well, that's cool. And I was like, are you interested in selling your rims? And he goes, yes, I hate these rims. They're awful. They stick out so far and they're so bad. And I'm peeling all this stupid like wide body stuff. Come find out, this guy wasn't a tweaker. Alright, he looked sketchy from afar, but when I went up and started talking to him, super nice guy, super laid back, super cool. And he had the same idea I had, like buy the car, strip all that Ricer stuff on it, and turn it back into a good looking 300Z. But his good looking 300Z would not have the low offset wheels. So I said, well, that's cool. I have a car with the same lug pattern. If you want, I could give you some of my rims, maybe some cash on top or something like that. And he goes, how about just a straight across trade? And I was like, that's even better. So showed him a picture of the 2 sets of rims I had, and he picked the Lancer wheels, the Mitsubishi Lancer wheels, those god-awful stock 16-inch Enki Lancer wheels, right? And I was like, you want to do a straight across trade for these wheels for your wheels? He's like, yeah. I mean, they're probably pretty equal in value, and honestly, they probably are. I mean, Steely's run about $80 a piece brand new. Oh, I just gave away what they are. Anyways, Steely's run about $80 a piece brand new, and these Enkis I could probably sell for $80 a piece because they are 16-inch Enkis, super lightweight, whatever. I don't care. So I was like, yeah, they're about the same price. It's just personal preference on what would you prefer. He was like, okay, but you want my tires too, right? He goes, well, one of them's flat. And I was like, that's fine. One of mine is flat as well, so that's no big deal. And so he's like, all right, cool then. It sounds like it's a good deal. And I was like, cool. I have a day where I have like a half shift for work on Thursday. I can come by and trade wheels. And he goes, oh, can we do it before then? And I was like tomorrow? And he's like, yeah, the earlier the better. So I woke up super early, 10 a.m., which is early for me. I work late shifts most of the time, so 10 a.m. is early for me. So anyways, woke up early, got out there, stripped off all the tires, went to his house, traded him wheels, and that was that. So about 5 months later, the set of wheels that I was drooling over and I really wanted super bad for the 240, I just got. And I got them by trading those stock Lancer wheels that I hated. So anyways, that is the story. I just thought it was kind of interesting the way that all this stuff kind of played out, and I think the car looks way better now. So I'm going to walk you around the car and show you what it looks like. Keep in mind the front wheels still have 1-inch spacers on them. I can't take them off because I pulled off the brake lines so I could paint the engine bay. So there's no brakes, so I can't take off the spacers because there's no way for me to hold the hub still while I try to break them loose. So the front ones are sticking out an extra inch, which I actually kind of like. I think I might keep them sticking out that far because I love, like when I look at like Ryan Turk's drift car or his street car and it has like the super stuck out cambered front wheels. That's something that I'm really into. So I might leave it, but the back ones I took the spacers off and I still have to get over fenders for them and a bunch of other stuff. So I'm going to walk you guys around and show you what they look like. So real quick, this is basically how the stance is looking for this car. So a lot of wheel poke, but it does look super, super aggressive. So I love it. So all the wheels have different size tires on them. The ones that I'm going to go with are like the size of tires I'm going to go with are going to be these ones in the back. So this is the amount of stretch that I'm aiming for. That's a 225 50 15 tire right there. So that's a good amount of stretch. That's something I'm okay with. And I did some measurements. I think 2-inch over fenders should be good to cover that up. They come in 2 different colors. So there's this like goldish color, and then there's this like burnt orange color that they come with. So yeah, those are the 2 colors. And this is basically how she sits right now. This one over here has some damage on it. I'm gonna have to fix. It has a real rusted out spot right there. And yeah, I'm only running like 1 or 2 or 3 lug nuts on each one right now, just because I'm gonna have to be taking them off so much over the next couple of, like, over the next week to refinish them, paint them, and stuff like that. That I just don't want the hassle of having to take off 5 lug nuts every single time. But anyways, there you guys go. Thanks for sticking around for the vlog video. You guys are the true fans out there, the ones that watch all the videos, not just Ill to Trill. So I want to say thank you guys to you. Go ahead and leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think. And don't forget to like the Facebook page, Instagram, all that stuff. You know the drill. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Spiff and the 187SX, and we are out.